And are we live? Oh, says we're live. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Collector Paint and Chill. I'm the Collector, and I'm going to paint and chill. We've got a couple guests here. We got John and Chris from the Battletech for Conservatives group. What's up, dudes? What's up? What's up? Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. Looks like we're streaming. Okay, cool. Just making sure everything's working. Let me know if the music's too loud and I'll turn it down. All right. So let's recap the commission job that we're doing here. So working on a first Crucius Lancers armored division. We got a couple of Myrmidons, a couple of I think these are Ontoses, some demon tanks, and a couple of these Dark Age hover tech or hover tanks. We've got them all base coated with this Vallejo game color, extra opaque, heavy black green, and then I went over them at an angle for some like fading effects with this Pro Krill yellow green. Forgive the camera for being a little punk. And yeah, went through that with airbrush. So client also forgot to send 4 more units he was going to send. So that's what these hex bases are for. I've already prepped all the hex bases, so all the hex bases are about done. I used the Pro Krill Golden Earth fine textures. They dry really good. They're pretty tough. I'd say they're superior to the Vallejo, but I mean, you can use the Vallejo. It's not going to really make that much of a difference if you varnish everything. Then went over with a dry brush to get those those nice textures to pop with some of this Vallejo model color desert yellow, followed by camera shaking, Iraqi sand, and dry brush some of this game color bone white, and then sort of topped it off with some Vallejo model color ivory. It's a really subtle gradient that you get, or like not really a gradient, but more like a bit of a shade, sort of like a differences in the texture, and it pops. I mean, it looks good. Looks like dirt. Looks like dirt to scale. For the grass, I use the for the grass, I use the 2mm Gamer Grass Moss Green. I like using the 2mm because it fits sort of the Battletech scale a lot better than like their 5mm grass or their 6 or 7mm. Thank you. So this is all stuff you guys can do too. I know I do commission work. I paint for people, but I always encourage people to try painting and doing their own work just to see how it is. And I understand that maybe some people just don't have the dexterity with their hands, or maybe they have like hand injuries and stuff. Like I also got a little bit of like carpal tunnel syndrome and stuff. But yeah, it's therapeutic. It's fun. It's relaxing. So yeah. I think Ares Games and Miniatures, not sponsored by them, of course. I recommend them. They sell the Gamer Grass. You can also get them on eBay. You can get them just about any major hobby game company that sells stuff for miniatures. The Gamer Grass, let's see. Does this one have a little price on the back? I think I paid. I think they're like, can't remember if it's like $6 or $7 or $8 per pack. No, the ones the Gamer Grass I use it's from the company Gamer Grass, not the Army Painter brand. So here's one of them right here, the moss green 2mm. Yeah, I think that's what I paid. Don't quote me on it, man. I can Google search it right now if you want me to give you like a direct quote. All right. So what are we gonna do today? Well, we've got these 4 Chevalier tanks. Just before I got on stream, I airbrushed some of them with that heavy black green. I may shift the camera over, or I might not, just depending on how lazy I feel today. And go over it with the yellow green. So if you see nothing happening, but you hear sounds in the background, it's because I'm spraying that stuff, and then I'll bring it back into camera focus. All right. So let's see. Again, no scripts, no strings. We just go with the flow here. Feel free to paint your minis while you watch. Ask questions. And all right, and so we'll get started here. So I think what I'll do is, while I wait for the Chevaliers to dry, is I'll start doing the details, the detail work for all this stuff here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start picking out the metallic sections, and I'm going to go with, let's see, what metallic should we use today? So many options. I'm not using any kind of a prescribed paint scheme. I'm just kind of going off of the camo specs art and sort of guiding by that. Here, let's use some of these new Warpaints Fanatics metallics. These things are pretty cool. They work really good. They haven't failed me. The Navy way, huh? Is that the Navy way? No, the Navy way would be, you have something called an MRC, which is a maintenance readiness card. And you read the card and you have to follow each instruction that's written out like you're an idiot. So, I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's really that. It's written so that a monkey can do it, essentially. It's like, step 1, open the box. Step 2, put your hand in the box and grab the tool. You know, step 3, and then you have to sign while you're doing it. And they have things called spot checks, where like an officer or somebody higher will watch you do this. Okay, Chris. Marine proof? No, it's even worse. It's Navy proof, bro. See, the Marines, there's no expectation there, so, you know, you're not really insulting them. But with the Navy, I'm kidding. Or am I? Kidding? Let's see. So we're going to use this plate mail metal from the new Fanatics. It's a nice little bright silver. It'll dry good on all the metal bits, and then we'll just go over it with some either dark tone or Nuln Oil or something to blacken it out a bit. A little bit here. Now I could have used the these Vallejo metal colors, which these are amazing. But here's why I'm not going to use this right now. I'll tell you why. Because you'll hear a lot of other painters talk about how, like, this is the best metal color, and the best. There's no reason why you should use any other metal color. But here's the reason why I'm not going to use them right now. So they're kind of watery. and I want to be precise where I put my little metal applications. And a lot of the gamer metallic paints are goopy. They're more what's the damn word? Brain not working today. Help me out here. Give me that marine proof terminology. It's more goopy. So it's not as runny as this one. So that's why I'm going to use that instead of this. Viscous. Thank you, John. That word sounds so dirty. It's so viscous. It's so viscous, bro. Yes, viscous. The word of the day is viscosity. Word hard. Word hard. Me no like words. All right, let's go. Let's start putting some of this metal on this thing. All right. I'm gonna thin it just a little bit of water. Still want it runny, but we don't need to put too much on here. Let's see. There's some like little, almost like heatsink looking things, but collector vehicles don't have fusion reactors or heat sinks. Okay, it's a vent. It's an internal combustion engine grill in the back. Okay. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Freaking nerd. I didn't know if the Harebrained Schemes music was like copyrighted, so this stream might not even be live. So if you see it go down, let me know. He's using copyright material without permission. Ban him. Alright, yeah, that's gonna look good. Little silver apps with that green. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. If I want to be really fancy. See, if you want to be really fancy, what you can do is whenever you start doing your final paint apps, you can add like heat effects, like these are getting really hot. Like Clash. I'm not a protected class, sir. I'm just a regular dude. We're just ordinary men. We're just normal men. You ever read that book, Ordinary Men? The author's name escapes me, but it was that, it's like a World War II book about a bunch of German police officers that get conscripted during World War II. They had to do some unspeakable things. Ordinary men. Oh, look it up. Look it up. It is interesting. It's an interesting read. Everybody thinks they're the good guy. So one day it's like, are we the baddies? Oh, I'm getting a DM over here. Who's DMing me? Oh, it's hey. Thank you, Danger Mouse. Christopher R. Browning is the name of the author of the book. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. For all you viewers out there, read that book. Because we're all just ordinary men out here. Never know what the average dude is capable of. Cautionary tale, man. Cautionary tale. Not a good thing. Not a good thing to go through. I don't have a YouTube account, but I'm still able to watch your stream and I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, Danger Mouse. So spooky. Yes. That opthac, my friend. That opthac. There are ways. There's always a way around. So, as I said, we are using the Fanatics plate mail, painting these vent-like structures on the Sir Mortimer Bombito Ontos. And it looks good. It's really good. It's got like a matte sheen on it. It's not really shiny like a chrome, you know. It's like just, you know, it's just a solid silver. Not bad. Oh, you're good, buddy. Yeah, man. If you need to go, yeah, I appreciate you hanging out. I think I got a little silver on a little spot. I didn't want it, but it's okay. Because these are tanks. These are weapons of war. You know, you're not going to have perfect paint job out in the battlefield. You know, you have like rounds flying everywhere and paint gets scratched off, which is something I'll do later. Maybe do like little scratches and whatnot with some either like a yellow or a very light green. For now, let's let those sit. Well, let's see, what else? What else can we paint silver? Maybe I need to look at some more Ontos art and see where some metallics would go. Most tanks, when you see like modern military tanks, you don't really see exposed silver metal anywhere because you don't want a big target to reflect sunlight out in the wherever it is. So usually you won't see a matte or a shiny reflective surface on large flat armored vehicles. So mostly a tank should be all matte painted, including wheels and the bits at the bottoms, and sometimes you'll see tracks that are just kind of an exposed like metal, like a titanium or like a blackened rubber or something. But for now, I think we're good. I think that's enough for now on this guy. Let's see if anybody else might need some metal apps. There's like these little vents on the backs of the Myrmidon's turret that kind of look like the little vents on the Ontos. So I think I'm going to do those. There we go. You can kind of see the little bright spot on the camera. Sorry for the crap quality again. We'll leave that green. That looks fine. Yeah. That's fine. We'll do something else with that. Oh, no. There's a dot there. I didn't put that dot there. Oh, no. It looks like we got a little bit of a little boo-boo. All right. Well, how do you fix a boo-boo? Oh, we can leave it. No need to stress out about it right now. We can do is we can go back, since it's already dry, put a little bit of that Pro Acryl yellow green right there on that spot where it's kind of on an edge. And if we can't cover it all, we'll go back with a little bit of that heavy black green, extra opaque, and that solves your problem. So, moving on. Yeah, sometimes when you're washing your other models and you're not being very careful, it'll splash. You might get a little droplet of wash on something you didn't want to. Yeah, that's just, not being careful, which is cool. It's fine. We don't need to be too careful. Getting that vent right there too. Need a little more paint. There we go. Just those little vents. That's all? That's all I'm painting silver on the tank? For now. For now. Nice. Yeah, that happens, man. You gotta watch where you're aiming that thing, brother. You don't want to spray everything all over the place. That's impolite. You gotta tell her to wear a bib next time, that way it doesn't get all over the place. We got a squirter! Oh. Take the turret off on this one. I think I put way too much on this one. Speaking of getting a little too messy, a little too thick on that one. It's all good. It's all good. Not a big deal. That's what she said. Her. Mr. Porter. That's what she said. Her. Using this, what is this brush? I just kind of grabbed it from my spare bin. I forgot about these Artisan Shop Minute Series 12. These aren't too bad. They're like a little bit fancier synthetics. Nice little tips, nice little firmness to them. Bad. They weren't that expensive either. They were, keep moving out of focus here. Let me move you up a little bit higher there. There we go. Rest my elbows on the table. Yeah, getting that fan action. These are like PPCs or something, like a Gauss rifle or something. I'm wondering if I should just leave it green or... how fancy do we want to get with this? I'll paint the little, like, magnetic plate or whatever you might want to call that at the tip. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, son. Get that silver in there, son. The muzzle brake. Thank you. See, I'm a Navy guy. I don't know anything about muzzles. What are you talking about? Muzzles? I don't know what the hell you're... I was in the water, bro. Now I know what a muzzle brake is. It's just all that brain damage. Makes it difficult to remember. Alright. I have a mental problem. We all do. All of us. Yeah, screw it. I like how that looks. I like it. I like those little ridges. Ribbed for her pleasure. Yeah. I like how that looks, yeah. Let's get that underside. As long as you keep that paint on that tip and you don't let it get down to the ferrule, your brush will last a nice amount of time. Pro tip. Just the tips. Just tips. There we go. Maybe I'll make those kind of these 4 panels that are on the bottoms and the tops, like a copper, just to kind of make it look more sci-fi looking. Consolings. Tits. Tits, where? Look down, Chris. You made it too easy, bro. You made it too easy. Oh, man. Don't hate me, bro. Don't hate me. Did you get it? You're right. Mine are bigger than yours. Oh. Oh. I can grab them and shake them. No, I wish, man. That'd be fun. I don't have fun bags. I wish I did. No, that's the other those other BattleTech fans, not me. I don't. The ones that take stuff for that. I don't do that. But I can see that. I can see how fun it might be. See, we didn't even go. What? How long has the stream been going? We haven't even gone 30 minutes, and we're already getting dirty over here. Jesus, man. Every time. Demonetized. I'm not even monetized, so it's all good. Oh, kids are having fun in the background. Forgive any weird noises you might hear. Except for me. Okay, getting some more of that silver on these. Cowlings. I think that's what it's called, cowlings. You started it. No, I didn't. You did. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. So mean. Such a bully. You're such a bully. I'll report you. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Welcome to my only paints. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's see. Maybe... Let's see. Will this thing autofocus? Let's see if it'll autofocus for you here. It worked before, but for some reason it has not been working this time around. I don't know why. Let's see, maybe if I go to settings, we will multitask over here. Troubleshoot. Sure. Oh, not that one. Unfortunately, it's not giving me the ability to, like, focus the camera. Oh, you want to see my feet, John? Is that what you're telling me? You're one of them weirdos? Oh. Brother, yeah, brother, brother, oh. Oh, I hope I didn't lose you. Oh, what's going on? Oh, man. Things are going crazy. Keep it together. Keep it together, soldier. Don't lose it. I mean, you can see the wrinkles on my glove. But when I try to get this thing to focus, it's like, nope. It's like, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. No comprende. There's only like what? There's only like 3 people in here. Raid! He's so unpopular. We're raiding him. No, I'm not popular enough to be raided yet. Let's see, on YouTube, what does it say? It says only 3 people are watching. So I don't know how many people are actually watching. Secret VPN spies. Show your thing. Spooky, spooky. Alright, let's keep going with these metal applications. Oh, they're always watching. The truth is out there, bro. Bro, the truth is out there, bro. Where do I want to put the silver? So these things have like a little engine bits that I know the camera won't let you see on the left and right sides. So that's where the next pieces, little parts of silver are going to be painted. But let's see. We'll try this again with the camera. Mm-hmm. Nope, not working. Camera rotation. What does this do? Nothing's happening. Okay. The bevels. Yes, the bevels. Well, we're just gonna have to work with what we got then. And then when you put the wash on it, it's gonna make those bits pop. You can't really see it because of my crap camera, but there's little like engine pieces, and then there's like little, almost like a cable. Looks like there's cables too. So I can make those like a different color to make it look more complex than and cool. Let's see. Should I make silver? Maybe these little intakes? Or no, not really, because there's sort of like embedded. Not really sure if I want to do the antenna like that either. I know that on the Dark Age Clicks tech stuff, all these little antennas were just kind of a flat silver with like a black wash. So, and so were the hatches and stuff. So we can go that way. We can do that. That way it's a little bit reminiscent of the old Clicky Tech stuff. Why not? It's a old Clicky Tech model. We'll paint it like a Clicky Tech model. I'm sure the client will appreciate it. If he doesn't, he'll let me know and I'll change it. Because that's how we do. Your satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Collector commissions. You pay the price, I pick the rice. Yeah. Shiny, shiny. Okay, I like that. We'll do that with the other 3. Oh, we're really stuck on there. I know Chris remembers the clicky tech stuff. Have you ever played with that, the clicky tech, like Warrior Dark Age stuff? I remember a lot of people hating on it, but I thought it was fun. Down. Got 2 more. This boy and this one. How are those Colonial Marines turning out? So you were working on those? Have you already primed them? Sweet. Are you painting them like exactly like the characters, or are you kind of doing your own thing? You know, you do your best, and whatever happens, happens. Oh yeah, yeah. I can definitely understand. I know a couple people that have done like Flecktarn or like German forest camo that has a similar style to the Colonial Marines camo that they use. I know it's not exactly Flecktarn. It's kind of like its own sci-fi spin on like a forest green camo. Oh yeah, feel free to share pics whenever you get them done or show some progress. I can post them in the groups, in the Facebook groups. Oh, nice. For some visual interest, I'm going to use some of this layer Gehenna's Gold from Citadel. I sold all my miniatures, but I still have a lot of their paints, a lot of the Citadel paints still, since I can use them. Can't use their minis, but I can use their paints. Nice. What brand of paints are you using? It doesn't really focus well, but you can kind of see the blob of color that I'm going for here. Some silver, some gold, and then the military green style paint combo of the black green and the Oakville yellow green. It does contrast really well with that silver and that gold. Vallejo and Army Painter. Good, yeah. Those are good brands, man. Solid. Tried and true. Some of that Gehenna's Gold. Gehenna's, however you want to pronounce it. It's actually pronounced Johannes. Johannes, but it sounds like a J instead, but it's got a G. It's like, all right, okay, fine. Oof. Yeah, I've been there, man. I mean, I still have some craft paint that I use for other stuff. Like the Hobby Lobby festive metallic craft paints. And they are surprisingly good at being thinned with some windshield wiper fluid and then run through an airbrush. And when they harden up, they're like tough as hell. But that stuff is like, it's like bubble gum. Like it's like bubble gum consistency. It's horrible. Oop. Shook the table there. I really like the kind of the little gold apps that are on those demons. I might see about picking out spots, even though this scheme doesn't have like a gold on it. But let's see, gonna take a look here at my reference photos. Also gonna give my hands a little bit of a break. We've been painting for almost an hour. You don't want to burn your hands out. You can only finger her for so long before they get tired, okay? You need to keep these loosey goosey. She don't like it when you do the same move over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean. Maybe you don't know what I mean, but if you know, you know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, there isn't any gold applications, but there's, looking at these other camo specs examples. Yeah, there's really not a lot of silver in any of these. It's just the kind of the OD green and kind of some panel washing with like a dark green wash. Some of them have like a black wash here and there and some fading. Yep, first Crucius Lancers RCT, yeah. I can hold my breath for a long time and know Morse code, but I can't spell. I see what you're putting down. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. See, I should be able to hold my breath. You know, I was in the Navy. You know, but these are from the Sir Mortimer. These are 3D prints. My client doesn't. He stopped buying Catalyst product a while ago. I think it was around the time they got rid of Blaine. So all the stuff that he sends me that is commission work from my client has always been just Ironwood metals, 3D prints, and like old Ral Partha or FASA, you know, minis. So, hey, to each their own, man. I'm not gonna tell people what they can and can't buy. You know. That's akin to kink shaming, and I'm not gonna kink shame people for their buying habits. but I will kink shame people for their unusual and strange kinks. Oh yeah, Mortimer? Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome dude. His work is fantastic. Fantastico. I love this Antos. I'm gonna probably get some of these made eventually. I have a bunch of stuff from Bombitos. I like his Rummel. His Rommel. It's like it's got like the armor panels on the sides. I like his Ajax. Stretch a little bit. What's your favorite model of his, Chris? Which ones do you have, or do you want printed or are looking to get? Message me. Oh, okay. Sweet. Damn. Look at you, high roller with all these Citadel holders. Damn, I only got one of them. I'm cheap. Looking good so far, man. I like the, yeah, that's the right green right there, too. That's like that dark forest green. Kind of where the apps are, yep. Oh, don't forget, each of them have, like, unique stuff that they wrote on their armor. Like, one of them has, like, death from above. So I think one of the other ones have, like, a name of one of their girlfriends or something in real life. I know I might be a pain in the ass to do that on such a small scale, but like that'd be like extra cool to see that, to see all those unique little, like the little hearts. Like I think one of them had like poker card, you know, hearts on one of them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, like don't break yourself trying to do it, you know. I probably wouldn't even do it. I might see if they make decals for the aliens, Colonial Marine minis, and see if like you get the decals made and then just put the decals with all the cool stuff on it already. That might be easier than trying to hand paint everything. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Hickson is his wife's. His real wife's name. What's the name of that actor? Fucking, White Hicks. Really popular actor. He's in like all the damn James Cameron movies. He was in Twister, I think. He was the main character in Twister. Brain no work today. brain no remember nothing. Oh no, yeah, no, I'm thinking about the other guy. Yeah, Michael Biehn is the guy who played Hicks. Bill Paxton is the other guy. Yeah, Bill Paxton and Michael Biehn. Michael Biehn was he was Kyle Reese in Terminator 1. And he was in Terminator 2 also, but they cut him from the movie. But he's in the extended Terminator 2 edition during one of Sarah Connor's flashbacks in the mental institute. Man, that's a blast from the past, man. Like, damn. Yeah, he was in the thing. See, it's right. Oh, see, now you're making me want to watch these movies. Dude, I used to watch Terminator 1 and 2 over and over and over again, like as a kid. Fucking love those movies. And Alien and Aliens. I'd do a whole thing, like Alien, then Aliens, then Terminator 2. I didn't have The Abyss, though. I would watch, like, it air on TV or something. But I know that movie. I know what it is. It was a good movie. Oh, cool. Nice xenomorph. I see it. That's pretty hot. I have a couple of those Kurisan, the Kurisan 6mm xenomorphs that are like in 6mm scale. I have one of the queens. I don't know if it's the queen or whatever, one of the king or queens. But you might not be able to see it because my camera's a piece of shit. But I'll hold it up here. That's a 6mm xenomorph queen. And like here's an Ontos. It's like yeah, get away from her, you bitch. Jumps on it. Now you got a fucking alien on top of your Ontos tag. Like, what do you do? Oh no! It's too strong. The queen. Eating all the bodies. Yeah, eating all the bodies. That's enough silliness. Yeah, that's I've been meaning to talk about that. Kurisan. So if you guys are looking for 6mm infantry or like jump infantry or regular infantry that are like sci-fi themed, you can get them from Kurisan. It's Khurasan miniatures, and they sell like, they almost look like Halo Spartan, but like tiny 6mm soldiers, or like ODSTs. And then they have Colonial Marines, essentially, like the little Colonial Marine looking ones that are 6mm also. And then they have the little like the little Aliens APC, and then they have a bunch of like xenomorphs as well. They have like the xenomorphs minis. Actually, hope I put them away. Okay, I'm not gonna pull them out right now. Back's starting to really kill me right now. Let's see. Yeah, so for my group, we have something like that in the works already. So when Helldivers came out, everybody was like, "Ooh, this is cool." Like, let's think of a cool Helldivers-ish scenario. It's like, okay, well, how do you do that with BattleTech? Well, what I did was I bought a bunch of like the little bugs, like the Starship Trooper 6mm stuff, and then a bunch of xenomorphs, and I was just gonna make them all like just a part of like a horde bug thing, and we were just gonna use like generic like infantry stats for them since we play Alpha Strike, and so each little pocket of like four bugs or whatever is like a squad of like, I don't know, heavy infantry or whatever. and we just take away any of the like the ranged attacks. So anything that's like medium or long range, they can't do that. Just the short range damage bracket, and then balance it out with that sort of PV in mind. And then do like rescue missions. So because we use Alpha Strike, we use a modified Alpha Strike system. We have each player has their own mercenary company, and then we'll set up a mission where, you know, I mean, it could be any number of missions. We have a bunch of missions. We have like capture and hold, and like escort the civilians out the map. So something like that, but instead of you fighting other mechs and tanks and stuff, make it where you're trying to escort civilians to the dropship or something, but like we made it where you roll a d6, a single d6, and it'll determine sort of a hex, like from north, south, and then you kind of go by the hex on the table. I'll DM you the rules. I'm just going to talk about it since I got nothing really else to talk about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You roll the d6, and then you set that kind of on a marker, like, so you're making sound because you're moving your infantry to support or to rescue this civilian over here, and then wherever that location is, then you roll another d6, and that'll be your distance in inches, and then that's where you spawn your bugs, and then every turn, depending on like what turn you're on, it'll get more and more difficult. So like in the first round, only one bug group will spawn, and then the GM will just control them and move them towards your units. And then like towards the end, you might have like 3 or 4 of these pockets spawn, and then just depending on, that's the part we're still working on, is like how do we balance out yeah, that's kind of what we're working on right now. So what my thought process on it is, we won't allow mechs. It'll just be like light vehicles and infantry only for those missions, and we'll just use the fluff of like anything heavier, and it might trigger like a big bug breach, and now we're fighting like giant, massive, city-sized bugs, and we don't want that to happen. Like, we're trying to rescue these civilians from this planet that's already taken over, so we're trying to move light and fast. But like, it's still making sound. But we want to figure out where, like, if you do want to use tanks, well, now I need to buy like big, giant bugs to field on there that like could squash a mech in like one hit, Yeah, so that's the idea. It's just we just scale the GM will scale the bug spawns to whatever PV value of units you have on the field that are moving. So you might have, there'll be like a safe zone, and that's where your forces will be. So let's say you're gonna field 100 PV worth of stuff, which is very small, and like you have 1 mech and maybe 1 heavy tank, and then the rest is just infantry and light vehicles and stuff. So you'll want to move those light vehicles out first, infantry to like go rescue civilians and whatnot. And if they start getting overwhelmed, then maybe bring the mech and the tank out to kind of give support. But now you have like your entire like 100 PV in the active zone where it's going to be dangerous. So now you're going to have 100 PV worth of bugs attacking it. Whereas if you just have your little JES2 hover tank or whatever, that's maybe like 35 PV, that's the only amount. We use the dune worms. Shai Halud. You brought Shai Halud to Battletech. You can't bring Shai Halud to Battletech. Spice. Spice, the substance that makes faster than light travel possible. Right. Let's see, an hour and 11 minutes in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start spraying these Chevaliers, since I think the black green is dry. I am not going to move the camera this time around, so bear with me. You will hear some sounds. After I saw the second Dune movie, I really liked the paint schemes that they used for a lot of the Harkonnen vehicles. It's like that, almost like a black green, like a really, really dark green, or like almost like a charcoal black paint, but it had like a dusting of that desert sand color. So there's almost this fade between the sand color, like the sand tan, and like a black. I thought that looked really cool. I used that scheme for a couple of my tanks. I have a couple of demolishers that are painted in that sort of a. I used petroleum gray from Scale 75, which is a really dark, almost like a really, really black, brown, gray color. And then I dry brushed with, where did I dry brush it with? Like a light brown gray. Very, very lightly. And then I went over it with the airbrush with some of that, earlier you saw the Iraqi sand from Vallejo. Just really thin misting of that to kind of make it look like it's a tank that was painted black but now has like a shit ton of dried, caked on dirt on it. And I thought that looked really cool. And right now I'm just spraying these Chevaliers off screen with the Pro Acryl yellow-green, sort of at a 45-degree angle, and then from the back to the front at another 45-degree angle. The magnetized turrets are also turned at a 90 to the right. So we'll add a little bit of visual interest. From the window to the wall. Stop it, you're triggering my autism. Stop it. Please. I can't help it. hey, look, we got more people. Hey, what up, people? How's your evening going? Just working off screen right now, doing a little bit of airbrushing. Got a ventilation thing sucking out all that paint air. Making sure I'm not breathing that stuff. All right. That's about done. About does it for the airbrush. Clean it up a little bit. Some of this. Right. Done. Turn this off. Yeah, turning the pump off. All right. And we're back. Painting an Paul and Hudson. That's good drinking. Teacher. Cool. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I was watching. I saw those pictures that you shared. Looking good. Oh yeah, I see that. Your little Kurusan APC. Yeah, I got a couple of those. Yep, the little soldier dudes. Yep, I see them. They're really good minis, man. I really like the quality. Howdy, howdy. Oh, I didn't know you could. Oh, if you click on. Sweet. I'm sorry I haven't been doing that. I should do this more. Yeah, I'll click on what you guys say so it can show up. Still new to this. Still trying to figure it out. Whoosh. Thumbs up, Daddy. Cool. Now that I think these little silver apps are done drying, I'm gonna go in there with some wash. So we have a couple choices here. We have good old Nuln oil. We have Pro Acryl black wash. And we have Army Painter dark tone. And some of these perform just a little bit differently. like the your Nuln Oil, you already know. It goes on pretty thick and then it dries really matte. The Army Painter Dark Tone is kind of their blackish wash, and it kind of does the same thing. It's a little more thicker and gloopier. You have to thin it down just a little bit to control it. And then the Pro Acryl Black Wash, it's the same. It's really viscous, and you have to thin it down just a little bit to kind of work it. But both the Black Wash from Pro Acryl and the Dark Tone don't dry hyper matte. Sometimes with the Dark Tone, what I've noticed is I get kind of a shiny, glossy finish after the wash dries. So I don't like using it as much, unless I want it to look oily, slicky, you know what I mean? All right, brother. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Chris. Go ahead and happy wife, happy life, right? Don't make your wife mad. She doesn't understand nerd stuff. None of them do. Women don't see. That's how you know she's a real woman, because she doesn't understand nerd stuff. Awesome. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, Hetzer. That's why I started doing this. I kind of want to share what I know and get people to paint more. You know, it's relaxing and it's what it's all about, man. It's fun. It's better than freaking out over stupid crap all day long. You know what I mean? She's dude. What? What are you talking about, John? Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Come on, John. Come on. You're so mean. He's a nice guy. Oh, he's like, no. Oh, nope. No, I have not. Go ahead and share that with me, and I'll take a look at it after the stream. Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. It's that video. It's like the guy. He's like, all right, check this out. So he draws the diagram. It's like this is girl territory. All right, this is a girl. You know, doesn't understand you. This and that. It's like this is unicorn territory. All right, unicorn territory. These are rare. You know, they like what you like, but they still don't understand you. Okay, down here. All right, this is a woman that understands you, likes all the same things you like, plays with all the games, shoots all the guns. That's a man. That ain't a woman. Yeah, I remember that one. All right, it's been decided. I'm going to use the Pro Acryl Black Wash. And as I said before, what you want to do is you want to put a nice helping of it on your palette. And then you want to water it down just a little bit. Oh, you can't see it, can you? All right, let me tilt this down. There we go. I put the glop over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, where's my squirter? Put some distilled water in here. Just a couple drops. Too much. Not too much. Come on, are you not coming out? What's going on here? It's just being difficult. There we go. A little squirt here, another squirt. There we go. Thin it down just a little bit. Kind of get this watery, sort of milky. Look at that. See that? That's what I'm talking about right there. There we go. All right. Play with it a little until it's the consistency that you want. And then we're going to go over these metals. Just the metal sections. But Collector, why don't you use that to shade the rest of the vehicle? You know, it's looking a little dull, just sort of green. Well, if I use this on the entire vehicle, it's going to dull out the work that we did with the green. And we don't want to do that. We want the silver and the black wash to contrast with the greens and the green wash that I used off camera. So in between the last stream and this one, I went over it with Army Painter Fanatics Green Tone, thinned down throughout on every single mini except for the Chevaliers that I'm working on right now. So you'll get to see me do that with them. Oh my god, do you see that? I know the camera's a piece of crap, but when it's not a piece of crap. Okay, I'll have to describe it to you. So when you thin down that Pro Acryl black wash with a little bit of distilled water, it just goes right into every panel line. So it is crisp. It is really crisp. Lick it first. That's what she said. That's what she said. Oh, I want to drop that. All right, Ontos number 2. Shitty camera take 2. With the Ontos number 2. Oh, we got a shitty camera. Welcome to shitty camera. When shitty camera does not focus. Yeah, that's beautiful. Camera. Did I lose the camera? Nope, we're still live. Okay. Please forgive any weird connection issues. There's a bit of a storm coming around here. I think we're still good. These other silver apps should be easier. So, but on the back of the turrets of the Myrmidons, there's like little vents on the left and right side of the back of the turret, and that's what I'm putting wash on those spots that I painted silver. And I'm just going over each one. And remember to try to paint as thin as you can when you are painting on these little models, because the thinner you paint your base coats and your secondary coats, the more detail will show through when you put your washes over it. So even with a shitty camera, you can still kind of see what I'm trying to do here. This same technique of painting in thin coats, doing your metallics and then your washes over the metallics, it can be applied to anything, and not just tanks or mechs. It could be your Space Marines, your aliens, Colonial Marines, your Xenomorphs, anything. I'm being careful, but not that careful, if that makes sense. I'm not being too precise. Like maybe I want there to be a little more of a blob of the wash in one spot on one of the models, and then I want it to be cleaner on the other one. Of course, you don't want too much, because you want some of the details to show, you want some of the raised edges or ridges or details to show. You don't just want a blob of a wash to completely turn the spot just a single color, like a single black color, because then it's just like, well, you just painted it black. You want the wash to accentuate the recesses and to let the detail show better. So again, if my camera was not being a pain in my ass like it is being today, you might be able to see a little more detail here. So, sorry about that. I should start a GoFundMe. GoFundMe. Buy the collector a better camera. GoFundMe. Hey, you'll get better results from that than from the Mercenary Kickstarter. Low blow. Such a cheap shot, bro. There we go. Little antennas. Like I had said before, this is like the way they did the antennas on the old Clicky Tech JAS2s. These light hover tanks. But we're going to do a little bit better of a job than the whatever labor shop they used, WizKids used for the Clicky Tech. It's not slave labor, it was a labor union. Oh, okay. In China, right? In Singapore, wherever? Okay, it's a union. It's a union. We'll let that dry. And let's see, let me check on these Chevaliers here. Nah, they're still a little too wet. I don't want to handle them yet. So we'll give those time to dry. And we'll give these guys time to dry. Because this is some watered down wash. What's the bottle say? Does the bottle give me a time limit? Nope. So what you planning on painting, Hetzer? What you got? You got some battle tech, some mechs. You got some bolt action, some 40k. Sweet. Star Wars Legion. I've seen some of those at the store that I play at. I saw some of the new sets when they were being put out. It looks interesting. I don't have any more room for minis. I sold all my 40k stuff because I just didn't have room anywhere in the house for them. I collect Gundam stuff. I collect all this other like die-cast figures, and then you got BattleTech. And then there's like the Gundam tabletop game, and that's about it. I just don't have room for anything else. But if I did, I might have gotten into the Star Wars game or the Aliens one, the Aliens minis, because those look pretty cool. Sort of light, nice. Very nice. Oh, I'm already getting sleepy. Yeah, I'm looking to finish some sort of light myself. Got a bunch of Harita stuff that I still need to paint. Game. I got a game tomorrow too. I haven't even put the list together. Today was a busy day. Wolf Clan, 352nd. Nice. I noticed these Myrmidons have this like track guard on the sides of the tanks, which is kind of cool. I think putting a little bit of that wash will accentuate it a bit. Sounds good, man. I'll take a look at it. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I truly stopped collecting and taking Warhammer 40k seriously back in 2016, 17-ish, once kind of BattleTech came back. Only because it was just it was already too expensive. I hadn't bought a new model since 2014. The last model I bought was like a couple Imperial Knights, because I wanted to play some Knights, and then the new edition came out when I was on deployment that year. Then 2016 happened. Then 17 and 18, and I had another deployment back to back. I had like a back-to-back deployment, and it was just like I just can't keep up with the new meta, and they've nerfed all the Knights, and I'm like, I just paid like thousands on these damn Knights. No, it wasn't thousands, it was like just a couple hundred, because I was buying the Knights when they were like $79. Now they're like $179. Just damn things, man. But I just never got to play. I just never got to play those things because every time I'd bring them to the stores when I was off, it was either during the week when no event was going down or just nobody was playing because everybody was working, or at night when people did go to play, they were playing usually just the casual, low point value games. And I'm like, well, I want to play with my knights. I want to, field the knight army. Oh, we don't want to play that. It's just cheese. It's all cheese. It's like, well, then field something cheesy also, and I'll use my knights. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm one of those young, in between the Xers and the Millennials? What do they call them? Zennials? Old enough to have back problems, but not young enough to... No, not old enough to, be an Xer. I don't know. I don't understand the generational labels. I didn't even know BattleTech was a tabletop game when I was a kid. I thought it was all MechWarrior, and it was just a video game thing. Because where I grew up, there weren't any tabletop stores. It was just like middle of fucking nowhere desert. I'm just gonna start picking random stuff to put metallic apps on. So maybe some of the barrels of these guns, some of these little boops and bops. That way I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. Like I've got, a you-know-what up my you-know-what. Just sitting here dicking around. Yeah. I mean, I never had a bad time at a Warhammer store. There was one in San Diego when I was still stationed there at 32nd Street. I had to drive all the way to where was it? It wasn't all the way, it was past Miramar. Was it past Miramar or was it before Miramar? I think it was past Miramar. And there was a Warhammer store there, and I had called a couple times because I asked the owner, and I told him, hey, I'm in the military, I don't have a lot of time to play, can you help me find some people to play? And he's like, yeah, sure, man, I'll hook you up. And I called one day, I was off, I had 2 days off, and I called, and they were like, yeah, we got a guy, he's an officer, and he's got wants to play. So I showed up, and I had my knights. He's like, oh, I don't want to play knights. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. It's like, all right, what do you want to play? It's like, well, I have my little Death Watch force. I'm like, all right, I'll just scrounge something together that's equal to your point value. And the only thing I had that was smaller than my knights was some shitty Tau Farsight crap. And I fielded them, and we played. And I mean, I got him down to his last guy, his hero unit, and my Farsight commander guy had 2 wounds left, and he just killed me. He kept running behind cover, he kept hiding. It was a one-on. It was either he was gonna hit me in win, or I was going to hit him and I would win, and I was just sniping him. So I just decided, I'm like, whatever. I'll just be fun, and I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to keep sniping you since you're being a bitch hiding behind cover, and I'm being a bitch shooting at you from long range. Like, let's just go at it. So I bum rushed him, and then I landed 2 hits, but he had like 5 wounds left, and then I only had 2, and he landed like 3 hits or something and killed me. And that was cool. I mean, I had fun, but I mean, again, I couldn't play my knights, and like I wanted to play my knights. 40K is like what you're saying. It's the environment that they. It feels like you have to be doing what other people are doing just to have fun, and spending a crap ton of money just to have fun. But then also, if you like being competitive, still being competitive somehow, but also trying to have fun, because it's all about fun, right? It's just about fun. Fuck no, it's not about fun. It's about taking as much of your fucking money and like everything else. Nice, yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, we had, let's see, in the desert where I grew up, there were golf courses and there were casinos. It was like a retirement city, like where all the old Californians go to die. And my parents, they weren't the affluent type, so we lived in the shitty spots where the help live. So think downtown LA without the skyscrapers and the smog. Like the air quality was nice. You had blue skies, sunshine, palm trees. Everything was beautiful. Like there were more places that were nice than places that were not nice, and the places that were nice made the rest of the area look nice. Except for when you go face to face the places where I lived at, where they're not nice and the roads are not maintained and the sidewalks were all screwed up. But like you could drive an hour and not find anything to do. They had like a camping range or a camping ground at the mountain. I forgot the damn name of the damn mountain. What's the name of the freaking mountain? Yeah. Well, yeah, and then the meta creep, because my first army was a Tau army back in 6th edition or 7th, and then 8 came out. I didn't get the 8th edition because I was on deployment back to back. The 9 came out. I got the 9th one, but then I went back on deployment. Then 10th came out. That came out later, way later. Are we in 10th now? What fucking edition are they in now? Space Hulk. The real 40K Space Hulk. I saw a couple Space Hulk sets on eBay. People trying to sell them for like $500. Like all in the box with the cardboard walls and doors and the weird, crazy looking miniatures. hey. Don't get my channel struck, man. Oh no, he's a bully. What a heteronormative thing for you to say, John. God. So offensive. Thanks, John. That'll save me. That'll save me from the ire of my real fans. Yeah, honestly, Hetzer, that's all I really could do. I couldn't. I didn't really get to play. I just didn't have the time, and I didn't have the energy to do it. When I did have time off, it was like, well, spend time with my family and then get some sleep, or neglect my family the 1 or 2 days I'm off in the month when I'm not on deployment and go play Warhammer with people I don't fucking care about or like, who want to just shit all over me with their meta builds armies. Like, what is a better investment of my time? Getting, my shit pushed in at some game store where I'm desperate for validation of my shit ton of money I put into plastic and knowledge of rules, just to get my shit pushed in because I have no real experience gaming with this crap, or going home, painting stuff, and spending time with my family. It was like, you gotta weigh it out. Yeah, choices. I mean, and like, I'm not shitting on people who are not married and don't have kids and all that. Like, if you are single and you got no other responsibilities, dude, fucking have fun. When I was single, that's what I did. I didn't play tabletop games much. I was kind of doing other stuff with my time. Yeah. I was playing different games. But oh, hey, what do we got here? Hey, new here. What's the update about Games Workshop cracking down on players making their own minis? Sweet. Well, I'm not really a 40K guru. What I heard was they were suing somebody who was making money off of STLs that he made with like the old Dawn of War game. He was like converting the Dawn of War 3D files into models and then cleaning them up and making them look a little bit different than 40K stuff, but it was still the same, like, I guess, scaffold of the original 3D model. And so GW was like, nope, you can't do that. And they like sued him, and like he's fighting that battle. And they go after anybody that is really successful at like near peer 40K miniatures. And yeah, they're cracking down on that to save cost. I don't know if it's to save cost more than to eliminate competition, though. That's what I think. I think it's more just they see someone who's a threat to their bottom line, and they attack it. Terrain? Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that they were doing terrain. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. It was just a quick little personal interruption. Nothing serious. Let's see what's being said here. Not to mention how great their customer service is, I'm assuming is what you said. Oh yeah, terrain is insanely expensive, and I'll keep printing my own. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So, something I noticed about Games Workshop's products is, so like I wanted to get into Adeptus Titanicus, and I saw their 6 mil terrain, and they charged like fucking like 60 something for like 2-3 buildings. It's stupid. I have a buddy who does FDM printing. He's got a really nice one, and it doesn't have like the lines and stuff. It's like a really fancy one. I had him print me like a Gundam Nihil Argama, from like Gundam Unicorn, and a Rock Hylum, big ass ship, and I think like a little mini Leopard dropship. And he charged me like what, like $20 for the little ship, 160 something for like the really big one. And I'm talking something that's big enough to fit on a 4x6 table and take up half of it. All right, again, sorry about that. A couple family concerns. Nothing too big. Okay, so let me read this out. Lionheart says, I have yet to collect minis, but I'll be getting around to it. I got introduced to Warhammer 40k by YouTube videos and their lore. Didn't even know at first it was an actual tabletop game. Yeah, man. That's kind of how it was with me with BattleTech, dude. I didn't even know BattleTech was a tabletop game until after I left my house, joined the military, and I saw people who actually owned little miniatures of the MechWarrior stuff, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know MechWarrior was a board game. They're like, no, not a board game. It's a tabletop war game. I'm like, oh, what's that? So, yeah, not That's not too unusual, man. Yeah, you know, you want to have at least like a, you know, your dining room table or like a desk, a computer desk or something where you can have your paints. So, I mean, this is just from years of collecting and having making some money, extra money here and there, and being able to invest it on a dedicated table, desk, light, camera setup. So, I mean, I haven't had this. This is new, you know. This is just over time. You know, you do commission work and you do a little extra side jobs and side gigs here and there, make a little extra money, buy the stuff you need, and then get yourself equipped. So, no shame at all. We all got to start somewhere. So you are in good company, sir, or ma'am, or whoever. So we got these little Chevalier tanks that you didn't see, and you probably won't really get to see that well anyway because my camera's a piece of crap. But yeah, we did the same thing we did with the other tanks. Oh no, exposed metal. I did the dark black green with the Pro Crow yellow green and fades. So I did 45 degree that way, 45 degree the other way. So it's kind of faded on one side, faded on the other side. Then what we'll do is, like I did out of camera last time, is I'm gonna get some of this green tone from the Fanatics line, or even just the regular green tone wash. Man, my camera's really not cooperating, is it? Awesome. Oh, welcome, sir. My apologies. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this camera. It says, it looks like another app is using your camera. Okay. How about this? Let's try something. I sell so I paint other people's miniatures as a side job. So I do commission work. I'm gonna turn off this camera and I'm gonna see if I can adjust the camera settings here. Nope, still not letting me. That's interesting. Just 1 second. I know this sucks, but I am gonna try to make this work on the fly. Nope. It like darkens. The camera darkens, but it doesn't focus. Focus, damn you, focus! Did I hit it? Tonk, 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 tonk. It is green. It will not autofocus for some weird reason. It worked the last couple streams. It just hasn't been working this time. Hasn't been working this stream. See what I'm saying? Like it's not wanting to autofocus. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that do miniature painting as commission work. I do everything from 40K to BattleTech. I like doing more mechanical based stuff, not really the fleshy fantasy stuff. But I mean, I've done it. Most of my clients are clients who prefer BattleTech or sci-fi style miniatures. No, you make it sound dirty. My clients, they whisper what they want in my ear. And then I say, yes, master. And then I paint it how they want me to paint it. Oh, really? Man, you're a newbie to the wargaming thing, huh? It's a what the hell is it? It's a cheap Walmart webcam, dude. It's a Walmart Logitech 1080 Pro piece of crap. The 1080 Pro Stream is what it's called. Did we lose it? Have we lost it? I think my camera. I think my camera just died. Damn it! Here, let's see if we can salvage this. Because I think I'm gonna have to end it here. Hold on. What just happened? I think I hit it too hard. Oh man. Yeah, I know.
You didn't see any of that in my head?
No, I didn't.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Give me just a second, guys. Give me just a second. Is it back? Is the camera back? Can you guys see it? Don't you start, John. Don't you frickin' start. Listen to your boss. I did. Oh! Focused! Fucking worked! Do you see that shit? Ah! You see, you know I'm poor because I'm celebrating the camera finally fucking working 2 hours and 14 minutes into the damn stream. See? Now, if I can just hold it there, I can actually show you some of the other shit. As long as it doesn't go off focus. Hey, see that? That's what I was talking about. Do you see the silver in the fucking Pro Acryl wash? How it like just settles in the right spots? Look at that. Thank you! Yeah, it only took, what, 2 fucking hours for me to finally be able to show you my paintwork here? Without it looking like complete ass? Here we go. Hell yeah, guys. Hey, this is the highlight of the fucking stream. I should make this the screen. No! 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 There you go. Come back. Focus. Focus. Don't you fucking work. There we go. There we go. Ready? I don't care if my hand falls asleep. Look at that shit. Look at that deliciousness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this deliciousness. How you doing, sweetie? You good? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah? You watching what Daddy's doing? You watching me?
Yeah.
Okay. She's the real boss, okay? The daughter, she's the one that tells me what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't let nobody mess with you.
No!
Only you can mess with me. That's right. Only you. See? I'm streaming. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? No. No voices and faces, okay? I don't want that, alright? Bye, sweetie. Alright, anywho. Yeah, hell yeah. See? Whatever it was that I did, turning it off, beating the... No, you know what? I'm gonna think... Who was it that told me to bang it? Which one of y'all was it? Was it you, John? You were the one that told me to hit it. You fixed it. You get the thanks. Yeah, little... Yeah, little... That's right, brother. We back in business. Here, let's see if it'll focus again. Let's see. Will it work again? Lightning in a bottle 3 times, 4 times? No, don't focus back there. Focus here. Focus here. Focus here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of a... See some of that detail in the back? That's the vent and the rear turret that I was talking about. And then all these turrets are magnetized also. These are the pewter model, Ironwood Metals models. So I went in with a Dremel. And then I used these... here, let me show you what I used. If I have any hanging out here. My magnets. Here. They're like... You can get them on Amazon really cheap. There are these like packs of tiny magnets that you can use for Space Marines or whatnot. And then these are like the 1 millimeter sized ones. and you just, any of these like hobby pin vices, usually the largest bit is about the same size as the 1mm magnet, and you can do that with all the metal ones and magnetize them. And you wouldn't think, this tiny magnet is not strong enough to hold the metal turret and the body together, but it really does. It's actually surprisingly strong. So, great recommendation there. Hey, thanks, Lionheart. I appreciate it. Throat's getting dry. Needed some scapple poos. Apple juice. Alright, let's see, what else do we got to do? So, now that I've gotten the Chevaliers base coated, I'm gonna do the green wash on them. I think they're dry enough to do that, so that'll be this next step now. What time we at? We're at 9:49. Really should try to go to bed earlier today, but nah, screw it. So I'm gonna use the Army Painter green wash or green tone. I'm gonna water it down with some distilled water. Yes, I am on the CST. Spin it around so you can see where the green loopy gloop is. Some distilled water. It's better to over thin this wash stuff than to under thin it. If it goes on too dark and starts to stain stuff, you're doing it wrong. You want it thin enough where it darkens the recesses, but doesn't stain the upper surfaces. Welcome back. So we're gonna go start with this Chevalier right here. Let's see, focus. Focus. There we go. Nice and light. I should hold it a little bit better. Turn this to the right. Or to my left, but to the tank's right. And because I thinned the wash down so much, it's not overpowering or staining the work that I did with the base coats with the airbrush. It's just going into the recesses and darkening it just enough to give it that detail. Me? No, I don't write. I'm not like a fanfic writer or a very creative writer type person. I mean, I can kind of write, but I homebrewed a Lego tabletop game back when I was in high school, and I wrote some derivative lore that I got ideas from, like Halo and Stargate SG-1 and other stuff to sort of like influence me. But it was just, it was as bad as it sounds. It was just crap writing. I'm not very good at that stuff. I would probably hire somebody to write lore for me if I wanted to be serious about it. In BattleTech, you can write your own, like mercenary company. Oh yeah, Stargate SG-1, and I wasn't really much of a Trekkie. I know a lot of my friends were, but I was more into like the crime shows, the crime dramas and stuff, like Law and Order and The Shield, and like some of those like cop shows, or like military shows, like Band of Brothers or something. Member berries. You remember? Do you remember? I remember. You remember Stargate? Hey, I remember. You remember the ZPM? I remember. I really like that movie, the Stargate movie. Fucking Kurt Russell and fucking the dude that played fucking main character. I forgot his name. He was in like a bunch of other movies. After that, see, I can't even remember that dude's name. He was the main character. I binge watched most of SG-1 not too long ago. It was pretty good. It still holds up. A lot of really good stories. Oh, the Stargate Atlantis. Wasn't he in Stargate Atlantis? That was him, right? Yeah, the Atlantean. Of course, he played Aquaman because he's an Atlantean. Very, very funny. It looked like him, the guy that played the dude Atlantean that was like the bodyguard of the chick in Stargate Atlantis. He kind of reminded me of Jason Momoa. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was him. So I'm gonna let these dry, because watered down wash takes longer to dry than regular wash, and wash already takes a long time. So, but as you can see, kind of. Let's see. Will it focus? Will it focus? Kind of did. It kind of did. Hey, look at that. That's a nice little spread. Maybe if I wonder what happens if I dim the light a little. Will it help the camera? We'll see the camera auto adjusts. So even if I brighten it up, it still gets to like this neutral state. But usually more light is good. James Spade. Is that the name of the main character? SG-1 was good, man. I mean, Atlantis wasn't bad. I thought it was interesting. At first, when the show first came out, and the guy playing Colonel O'Neill wasn't Kurt Russell, I was like, why isn't Kurt Russell here? Like he was Jack O'Neill, and then the actor that plays him kind of grew on me. I was like, okay, yeah, he's cool. Lobo. It's this little dot on top of the Chevaliers, on all of them, actually. I don't know if that's a part of the model, if that's like a little divot. I think it might be a divot or something, like a little dot. I thought it was like a paint chip, but no, that's just the model. I think I'll just leave it there, or maybe accentuate it with a little more of the wash. There we go. Okay, don't mess with it, collector. Just leave it alone. So you don't want to go in when a wash is curing with the brush, because if you do that, it'll start ripping the wash out and causing water staining. So because one part's not fully dried, but now you're going to have rings of like dried wash, but then a spot that doesn't have any wash in it because you tore it off. All right. How are you guys feeling about going a little bit longer? What do you guys think? You guys tell me. It's only a small handful of us. What do you guys think? 30 minutes more? 10 minutes more? All right. Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson, that's him, yeah. I like him. I like that actor. He was really good. He played a good Jack O'Neill. I like the You've stroked the salami too long. Like beating a dead fish. Just it's done. You're not getting anywhere. All that effort and it's not going to do anything. You finished 2 minutes into it, man. If 2 minutes, like at 1 minute and a half, you were probably already done. What are you talking about? Come on, man. Don't lie. Be real here. We're all minute men over here, man. Come on. Oh, I could last a whole hour. Yeah, bullshit. It must be some really nasty slop that you're putting it in then. They call those people Minutemen, and that's not a militia reference or a nuclear ICBM reference. Oh my god! There's just a bunch of dudes talking about fucking slimy salami and not a female inside. Oh my god! Except for my wife who showed up and was like, "What the fuck?" Holy pastrami. But why? Why? No, it's not your fault. No. I would never blame you. I take full responsibility. Yeah, the camera's working again. Maybe next stream it'll work the whole stream instead of the last fucking 10 minutes of it. You know? Hey. Beat it like a cop. I had to beat the camera like a cop. Like how cops beat. Never mind. I'm not even gonna. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Is that Lil Wayne song?
And again, baby, yeah, beat it like a cop. And after we got done, said, baby, what's your number? She said, 911.
Mrs. Officer. Just waiting for this stuff to dry. And then, maybe start doing the red, white, and blue stripes. Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Lionheart. Appreciate your subscription, and have a good one. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Peace out, man. Good people. Good people. All right. I guess I'll just call it. Appreciate everybody who showed up to chat and chill and paint and make the stream dirty as always, which is awesome. Never a problem. Just to recap, we did some metallic paint apps on all the vehicles. I did a little off-screen airbrushing on the Chevaliers. All bases are done. Probably work more on it throughout the week. And then possibly on the next stream, you'll see some white stripes on the left side of all the vehicles. Where we'll start doing the signature First Crucius Lancers. Their striping that goes on it. So once that's done, I'll probably go over the model with some thinned down agrax on just like some of the recesses to give it that rusty look. Then I'll probably do highlights, maybe light dry brushing, some scratch effects, and that'll be it. For the JS2s, I'll do some jeweling on the canopies. I'm thinking either like a red jeweling or a combo red with like another secondary color. And that'll be it. Yeah. Maybe some weapon effects, some brights, like laser highlights or some metal burn. Yep, that's what's going to happen. So, again, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you guys sticking around. If you made it to the end here, appreciate you sticking to the end. I don't really have anything else to say. Have a good night. Peace out.